I bet y'all. Hold up. What's up? What's up, y'all? What's up? Sorry, y'all. I'm laying down. I feel more comfortable laying down, so I'm gonna lay down. Today's topic is Flow Money Mayweather, right? But let me stand up. Forget that. Let me stand up. Today's topic is Flow Money Mayweather. Um, as you know, Flow Money Mayweather is going through some situation right now, court situation, um, money situation, and this video here is to break it down about what's going on. If you can hear my dog, it's my dog outside. But let's hear the money problem that this guy's having. You know, hopefully, any future, any future millionaires hopefully won't do the same mistake that Floyd Mayweather does. Let's I'm here just to react to the video. This is not my video. Y'all can go subscribe to this guy. It's not my video. What's his? I'm sorry. I got all these other videos here. This is his. What's his name? It's the Red Line Theory 1. Y'all can go and follow if y'all want to. But let's get to it. Let's react.
Floyd Mayweather's gonna live his life like he wanna live it.
Why does it always come to money?
Why not? I mean, everything you got don't cost money. Everything you do costs money.
Is that how you measure your success?
No, money don't make me, I make money.
It's 2026 and one of the greatest boxers of all time is doing something that makes absolutely no sense. Floyd Mayweather retired with a perfect 50-0 record. Over a 2-decade career, he completely shattered the financial ceiling of sports, generating over $1.2 billion in gross earnings. He is a man who made $300 million.
The number keep changing about that 1.2. I thought it was like, around 4 point something billion, but they said, well, maybe I'm wrong.
In a single night fighting Conor McGregor.
She's probably made as much, if not more money than any boxer ever.
You know, I've been had money thrown at me from so many different countries, 9 figures. I made tons of money. You know, that's why the nickname is, Floyd Money Mayweather.
According to every rule of wealth management, a man with that much capital should be invisible right now.
This isn't just another countertop oven. It's an innovative tool that will change the way you cook. When I first tried it,
Much capital should be invisible right now. He should be sitting on a yacht, living off the interest of massive, safe investments and completely avoiding any form of work, especially if your work involves getting punched in the face. But if you look at what Floyd Mayweather is actually doing in 2026, it doesn't look like he made billions in his career. It looks more like someone in panic mode. At 48 years old, Mayweather is embarking on a frantic, highly dangerous, and bizarre global tour. He booked an exhibition fight against the 59-year-old Mike Tyson in the Democratic Republic of Congo.
That's a bull crap fight right now. I'm letting you know that right now. Mike Tyson is fighting. We just seen the Mike Tyson fight with what's his name with Paul, right? Jake Paul. That was trash. Straight garbage. He's 59 years old. He's gonna fight Floyd Mayweather. That's gonna be another garbage. People are gonna watch it because it's free. It's coming from Netflix. If it wasn't free, people would not be watching it. But it's free. It's coming from Netflix, so people are gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch it. I'm being honest because it's free. But it's straight trash. Straight trash.
59-year-old heavyweight legend Mike Tyson will fight Floyd Mayweather in an exhibition.
I was minding my business. He challenged me.
He booked a fight against a retired 45-year-old kickboxer in Athens, Greece. He is planning a professional...
I don't even know who that is. Who is that? I don't even know who that is. And then he's gonna have a second fight. This is gonna be a professional fight now with Pacquiao. So that's a second fight. I mean, the first fight was already like too long, too late. Or too late, too long. I mean, come on. And now it's really late now. They both like, Floyd Mayweather's in his 44. Floyd Mayweather's 49. Pac-Man, I believe, is 45 or 46. But still, it's like, come on, man. Y'all almost at that age where Come on, bro. Like, but people are gonna watch it though, and I guess he's trying to get his money back. But people like Floyd Mayweather, do they usually learn? Is he probably gonna continue doing this over and over again until he can get back his money? You know, and he's probably not gonna stop until he receive a one in his record. And I don't know if he's gonna fight. I don't know if he's gonna. I don't think he's. I think he's just only gonna fight Pac-Man because he fought Pac-Man already and he feel comfortable he can beat him. But Pac-Man been fighting some serious fighters. Pac-Man fought so far had two. No, was it? No, he only had one. He only had one professional fight, one serious professional fight, and that was with Barrios. But yeah, I don't know. This might be a tough fight for Floyd, but we'll see, man. We just have to see.
Rematch against Manny Pacquiao at the Sphere in Las Vegas. And while he is booking these fights, he just launched a desperate $340 million lawsuit against his former network, Showtime. Why is a billionaire scrambling for paydays with the desperation of a rookie?
You're blaming them when in fact it's really, really you. Maybe you should go to them to get some lessons.
It's a spending issue, not an income.
Yes.
I think he can't fathom to just live a modest lifestyle. It's like he gotta be lavish.
Right.
He is fucking broke, huh? They
Like,
call him Money Mayweather. But where's your money?
He's walking around
In this video, we're going to deep dive the Mayweather empire. We're going to look at his terrifying, expensive lifestyle, a dark trail of shadow debts and bounced checks, and the tragic reality of what happens when you cannot read your own contract. The Money Mayweather persona is no longer a marketing brand. It is a psychological prison, and Floyd is fighting to fund his own illusion. Welcome to...
The sad thing about this whole Floyd Mayweather thing is that he created this thing about him where it's like all people know about is Floyd Money Mayweather and him being rich. So any other thing than that, bro, is gonna be like, yo, nigga, you're poor now. You understand what I'm saying? He have created this thing. It won't come out my mouth, but he created this image. He created this image. That's what it is. He created this image about him. But it's it's all about money. I'm Floyd Mayweather. I'm rich as hell, and it's money everywhere. And that's the image that he created. That he gotta keep it up. If he doesn't keep it up, people think he's broke.
Headline theory. To understand how $1 billion can evaporate, you have to understand the difference between career earnings and liquid cash. Making $1 billion over 20 years does not mean you have $1 billion in your checking account today. When a fighter retires, those massive 9-figure paydays permanently stop, but the cost of living as Floyd Mayweather does not. This is what financial analysts call the burn rate, and Floyd's burn rate is financially suicidal.
Hey guys, is your tire pressure light stuck on even when your tires are fine? I had the same headache until...
This is what financial analysts call the burn rate, and Floyd's burn rate is financially suicidal.
It's just the lifestyle that Floyd lived.
Yes. He's got to have those videos where he shows you all the watches, where he opens the case up,
All the money, you gotta show that he got $1 million in his backpack. And, he got the latest watch and latest car, and look what I just bought.
And when you get into latest watches and latest cars, you get into that like, boy, that money goes quick.
Yeah.
Let's look at some of his expenses. Mayweather reportedly owns 2 private Gulfstream jets. Buying a customized Gulfstream G650 costs around $60 million up front, but the purchase price is just a front bill. The real bleeding happens every single month. You have to pay premium international hangar fees, massive aviation insurance, full-time salaries for specialized executive pilots, and federally mandated mechanical checks.
I didn't even know all that. Like, owning a freaking, I didn't even know he even owned. I didn't even know he even owned pilots or owned planes. But even owning planes, this is what he got to pay already out of pocket every month. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro. I mean, I don't know if I consider him a businessman or not, because He doesn't make, I don't know. He doesn't make businessmen move, if that makes sense. I just again, these are all my opinions, you know, and I have right to my opinions. It's just, and I'm not worried about another man's money. So I want people to get in the comments and say, "Well, I ain't worried about another man's money." I just that I see Floyd Mayweather as a super, not a superstar. But he is a superstar, but I see him as a successful black man who made it. And I feel like, yo, this guy's something wrong with him. Why can't he just control? Why can't he be the next Michael Jordan, the next what's that guy named Johnson? You know, why can't he be like those people who have created who have made a lot of money from their sport and turned that $1 million into $1 billion company? He should be retiring, but he continue to work because he doesn't have control over his spending and how he live his life. Again, I understand it's an image that he have to carry. It's this image that he put out where I'm money man. I have to have money with me. I have to be rich. And I guess that's what keep him still to this day working and fighting and doing all this stupid stuff that he doesn't really have to do if he was able to financially just be smart with his money, in my opinion.
Running 2 private jets costs millions of dollars a year in pure, unrecoverable overhead just to keep them legally allowed in the air. Mayweather is famous for his massive, color-coded fleets of luxury cars. He has an all-white fleet in Vegas and an all-black fleet in LA. We're talking about over 100 vehicles, including a 4.
My bad, I don't mean to keep stopping this video. It's a reaction video. But this man got 100 vehicles, allegedly. This is what this guy's saying. He got 100 vehicles. Bro, what are you going to do with 100 vehicles, bro? What are you doing with 100 vehicles? 100 vehicles? Well, most of these cars need to be maintenance. They need to have oil change. What are you doing with 100 vehicles, bro? You're not driving them every day. You understand what I'm saying? Like, if that is true, that's stupid. That's dumb. That's retarded. Like, just because you have the money to buy it, it doesn't mean that you need to buy it. You understand what I'm saying, people? Just because you got $100 and that $100 you can go ahead and get you a $60 video game. Do you really need that $60 video game? Can you wait until that $60 video game go down to, $30, $25, $10? You can, right? Again, with this, why do you need 100 vehicles? 2 vehicles, 3 vehicles can do you good, right? 2, 3 vehicles can do you good. 4 vehicles, 4 even going up a notch. This man got 100. You gotta think about the insurance, the maintenance, oh my gosh, bro. He's not driving 100 vehicles every time, bro. So trust me, those vehicles are probably dying. You gotta change eventually you gotta change the oil in these cars. Even if you don't drive them, you still gotta change the oil. You can't have a car that you haven't driven for 4 years and still have the same oil in it. You gotta change the oil. So come on, bro. It's crazy.
$8 million Koenigsegg and a $3.5 million Bugatti.
Look at Floyd. Like, Floyd spends money like it's a tap. Like, he's got a tap. Just like unlimited amount of money. Money's just flowing.
Cars are rapidly depreciating assets. They lose value the second you buy them, but the insurance, the climate-controlled storage, and the bespoke maintenance require a constant river of cash.
Let's walk down here and check this out. Come.
In 2025, he walked into a
And why does he do that? He always like telling people, hey, come. He always showing people his lifestyle. Like, why do everybody gotta see that, bro? I feel like things like that should be personal. If it was personal, people wouldn't say he's broke. He's always showing people these weird stuff about him, and it's like he's always showing people not weird. He's always showing people his lifestyle and what he got. And people are not happy with what you have. People always are. People are not. You understand? Like at least to I see it more as I'm boasting about what I have than more like encouraging other people to get what. Like, you understand what I'm saying? It seems more like boasting, and some people don't like that. And some people are happy for his downfall. Just the honest truth. Some people are happy for his downfall. And I hope he's not broke. I mean, because we're saying he's broke. My broke and his broke are two different broke. Just because he might be broke where he can't keep a $100 vehicle, but the man still can drive a Bugatti. He still got a freaking, I don't know, a $20 million house. He's not broke, and he still got a couple $60 million in the bank account. That's not broke to me, but to some people out there, that's broke. At least to my eye, that's not broke. But I don't know his money. I don't know how much money he have. I don't know.
His dealership and bought 4 luxury cars in a single day for $2.25 million, only to turn around and sue the dealer over one of them. It is chaotic, high-velocity spending. And then there is the entourage, the money team. In his prime, Floyd surrounded himself with dozens of bodyguards, bag carriers, assistants, and logistics managers. Having a multi-million-dollar annual payroll for an entourage is fine when you just made $250 million fighting Manny Pacquiao. But it becomes a catastrophic liability a decade later when the money stops coming in. Floyd never downsized. He is currently spending out of his principal wealth, not his interest, and he is bleeding out fast.
I sit here with sadness today to report to you that I'm incredibly disappointed in one of my all-time favorite fighters, my brother, Floyd Money Mayweather. I know you like to make money. You're never going to stop making money. Very, very few people on the planet know how to make money like you know how to make money. But some of this stuff has got to stop.
If the private jets and
the neighbor from across the street is here. He's asking if the post office is hiring.
Who?
I don't know. He said, I'm Brian from across the street. I've never met him before. So I don't want to be out. I can't even finish the video.
Mansions were slow.
I'm back, y'all. My bad. I had my neighbors come around and talk to me about something, so I apologize. If you want to, y'all can skip that part. Me waiting and taking that long, y'all can skip that part. Again, I do apologize.
slowly draining his accounts. His neurological addiction to risk makes a bad situation even worse. Floyd Mayweather does not drink alcohol. He does not do drugs. His addiction is adrenaline. And when you retire from professional fighting, the only way to replace that high is through high-stakes sports gambling.
Don't go to the damn poker table. Don't go to the blackjack table. Don't go to the slot machine for crying out loud, even if it's only asking you for $1. Don't do it. Stay the hell out of the casino. Keep your money. Because as great as you are, I got news for you. You ain't gonna be able to perform like that forever. We all get old.
If you look at his Instagram, you will see highly curated photos of massive million-dollar winning betting slips. But this is an illusion. The mathematical reality of sports betting is that the house always wins. For every multi-million-dollar win he posts, there is a graveyard of devastating losses he hides. In 2014, he reportedly bet and lost $10 million backing the Denver Broncos in the Super Bowl. But here's the real trap of gambling when you are rich. Uncle Sam would come knocking.
What's the most you've ever won in a single bet?
Probably 1.2, 1.3.
Yeah, that's about right. That's about right.
What's the most you've ever lost on a bet?
Probably $1 million.
Oh,
When Floyd wins $3 million on a football game, the IRS treats that as ordinary income, taxing it at the absolute highest bracket. But when he loses $10 million, he has to absorb that massive loss out of his own pocket. He pays exorbitant taxes on his public wins and eats the total destruction of his private losses. It is a financial death spiral. And gambling debt isn't always owed to a casino. Sometimes it is owed to the underground. In 2024, rumors flooded the combat sports world that Mayweather was being detained in Dubai. Promoters and rival fighters alleged he was prevented from leaving the country over staggering gambling debts owed to very powerful, unregulated local figures.
I do personally believe and feel comfortable in letting you know that Floyd is being held in Dubai. He's being held for debt. He did not pay a debt. In Dubai, they do not take debt as a forgiving measure. In the United States, they do.
While his PR team spun the narrative, the mere existence of that rumor exposes a terrifying vulnerability. Fully liquid billionaires do not get held up in foreign countries over money. It strongly suggests that Floyd operates in a dangerous gray market of cash debts. When you owe money to people who operate outside the court system, you need cash immediately. And that pressure perfectly explains why a 48-year-old man is suddenly willing to fight in the Congo. You don't have to guess if he is broke, you just have to look at the money trail. Over the last few years, Floyd Mayweather has left a highly documented trail of unpaid bills, defaults, and bounced checks that prove his operational bank accounts are completely empty.
Boss, sell me a diagnostic scanner for $1,000.
Prove his operational bank accounts are completely empty. Let's look at the receipts. First, the real estate humiliation. Despite claiming he owns a $402 million commercial real estate empire, Floyd decided to rent a luxury apartment at the Baccarat Hotel in New York City for $100,000 a month.
Oh my God.
Billionaires don't.
You know what I'm saying? These are bad business. These are bad. Like, this is bad money, person. Like, I wouldn't do business with a guy like this. He's paying $100,000 a month. Why? At this point, who cares how many shows you do, bro? You're gonna have to freaking do shows every day. You're gonna have to fight every freaking month, bro. Like, what the hell? It's crazy. He's gonna have to fight maybe every month, bro.
Rent, they buy. Renting means you have short-term cash flow, but you lack the massive liquid capital for a down payment. But even that short-term cash dried up. In late 2025, his landlord sued him for eviction. He stopped paying rent and accumulated over $500,000 in debt, and when confronted, claimed he had no idea he was behind. He signed a settlement to pay it off, made one payment, and immediately defaulted again. He is currently being sued for over $337,000.
Even as much money as he's made in his career, which he's probably made as much, if not more money than any boxer ever, Like, there's all these lawsuits. Like, he hasn't been paying things, and he owes money on this and owes money on that, and it's like, and then he's got to come out of retirement.
Yeah, that's tough.
Yeah.
Second, the jewelers. In early 2026, a Miami jeweler named AJ's Jewelry filed a massive lawsuit. They claim Floyd walked out with $1.6 million in watches and gold chains. He wired them a small upfront fee and then wrote 5 separate checks to cover the rest. Every single one of those 5 checks bounced.
He's like, Mayweather's broke.
Gosh damn, 5 checks all bounced? Goodness sake. That is crazy. So this damn jeweler didn't get paid at all. Goodness sake.
I said, no. He's like, no, really. Mayweather's broke. Now, I don't know if it's true.
Right.
This is what this guy told me. I'm like, how could he be broke? He's like, yo, he spends like crazy.
Third, the Logan Paul debt. 5 years after the 2021 exhibition fight, Logan Paul is still publicly screaming that Mayweather owes him $1.5 million. Paul claims Floyd got a $10 million upfront site fee from the Middle East, but never paid out the splits. This means Mayweather Promotions isn't running on cash, they are running a shell game, using money from new fights to pay off debts from old fights.
He sold our fight with my name and likeness to someone else in Dubai for $10 million cash. It's our fight, bro. Our deal was 15%. He smoked me. So I got 15% of it. 15% of $10 million is $1.5 million. That company that paid him that money is suing him. I actually don't know the status on that lawsuit. I should check in because he still owes me money, but he has a bunch of legal trouble at the moment that I don't think I'm ever getting the money.
And finally, the IRS. After his record-breaking 2015 fight, the IRS hit him with...
And I hope that Paul is freaking suing his ass and taking him to court for that, because I did my business, I did my job. I should have got paid. Like, I don't know how that works. I don't know if Floyd Mayweather is the one that need to pay him or the company need to pay Paul. I don't know how that works, but I'm not gonna lie, I'd be in Floyd's ass for that 1.5 million. I hope Paul don't just let it ride off onto the sunset. I hope Paul is on that boy ass 24/7 and take that man to court, bro. Even if it take 4 or 5 years for him to get his money back, I hope he get his money back, because you came out there, you did a job, and you need to get paid for it. Point blank, period. That's how I feel.
$22.2 million tax lien. Instead of just writing a check.
I don't think I'm ever getting the money.
And finally, the IRS. After his record-breaking 2015 fight, the IRS hit him with a $22.2 million tax lien. Instead of just writing a check, his lawyers delayed the payment until he could fight Conor McGregor 2 years later.
How much do you owe?
Well, it's more than you want to pay.
Yeah.
It's in the $20+ million range.
It's a lot of money, man.
But it's not something that he's been, it's not like deception.
No.
It's just neglect to pay.
When you add up the bounced checks, the unpaid rent, and the missing fight purses, the picture is clear. The money is gone. How does a man who generated over $1 billion let it all slip away? The answer is the most tragic part of this entire story. In 2014, audio leaked of Floyd Mayweather struggling heavily to read a simple radio drop on The Breakfast Club.
I'm Floyd Mayweather, and I'm Floyd Mayweather.
Man, I remember when this came out, bro. 50 Cent crazy ass put this out there, and people were tripping, be like, "Damn, Floyd Mayweather can't read." But you gotta understand too, Floyd Mayweather dropped out of high school. I don't think Floyd Mayweather even went to high school. I think he dropped out of school around middle school. He dropped out of school around middle school. So, yeah.
I've joined Heart Radio for the show. Your stripes. Okay. I'm Floyd Mayweather, and I've joined Heart Radio for the show. Your Stripes movement to support hiring vets. I'm Floyd Mayweather, and I've joined Heart Radio.
50 Cent publicly mocked him, challenging him to read one page of a Harry Potter book.
I've partnered with Microsoft and HP to show how I use my HP OmniBook and Copilot.
Publicly mocked him, challenging him to read one page of a Harry Potter book.
This is a special ASLELS
challenge for you, Floyd. If you can read one full page of a Harry Potter book, nigga, I'll give $750,000 to whatever charitable organization you want to. Fuck the bucket of ice, man.
The internet laughed, but the implication of that audio leak is devastating. If you are individually managing a billion-dollar sports empire and you cannot personally read, comprehend, and audit a 40-page legal contract, you are completely blind.
I mean, not really. This is the reason why you have lawyers. But again, your lawyers can also rape you too. Your lawyers can also rape you too. So, I don't know. But who's gonna sit there and read a 40? Who's gonna really sit there and read a 40-page, 40-page, like who's really gonna sit there and read a 40-page paper? Like just sit there and read this. Like you should, if you're a businessman, you should. And now these days, if you don't understand some of the words, you can easily, Google it up and understand it. So, if you want to, you can, and make your own decision to it, But yeah, that's crazy to me. I feel like he should be suing his lawyers too, in my opinion.
In modern boxing, revenue is a maze. It comes from pay-per-views, international broadcasts, gate receipts, and sponsors, flowing through dozens of corporate hands before it reaches the fighter. If you cannot read the fine print, you have to unconditionally trust the handlers, lawyers, and accountants around you. And history proves that when a celebrity blindly trusts their entourage, they get robbed. This brings us to the $340 million Showtime lawsuit. In February 2026, Mayweather filed a massive lawsuit against Showtime and its executives. He claims they orchestrated a decade-long financial fraud, wiring hundreds of millions of his fight earnings directly into third-party accounts controlled by his advisors. The lawsuit outlines a textbook embezzlement scheme. It claims funds were drained using fake accounting labels like loan payoffs and expenses. It claims a massive $20 million slush fund was created and falsely labeled as a reimbursement for his 2015 fight against Andre Berto. And when Floyd's new team finally asked to see the ledgers, Showtime allegedly told them the financial records were lost in a flood. This lawsuit serves two purposes. First, the fraud might be entirely real. The entourage he built likely bled him dry while he was looking the other way. But second, filing a $340 million lawsuit is a desperate Hail Mary attempt to claw back cash to pay off his crushing immediate debt.
I don't agree with that at all. I feel like, if that's your money that you earn, again, that's the money that you earn from all your fights that you have put your blood, sweat, and tears on, your whole life on, you should get that paid. And that's crazy that Showtime, a big business like that, is robbing, is robbing people, because business is business. You got people who's gonna do good business with you. You got people who's gonna do bad business with you. It is what it is. You understand? You got people who's gonna do good business. You got people who's gonna do bad business. It's part of the. It is what it is. Like I said, it's part of the. It's part of business. So that shocked me that a company like Showtime Showtime is also have shut down. Also, it's no longer there no more. So that probably let you know that they probably was robbing whoever they can rob. They probably just only rob Floyd Mayweather. They probably rob other fighters too. But like I said, Showtime is no longer there. But that's crazy to me that Showtime, a big company like that, is doing bad business like that. That kind of let you know what other companies are doing that to other people that they're in business with. So that's crazy.
There is the lawsuit that Floyd is in with Showtime, and I don't think Al Heyman's a part of the lawsuit, even though he blames Al Heyman in a lot of the lawsuit for stealing his money. We're $340 million. We'll see if anything materializes out of that, or if Floyd just spends more money out of his ass.
When you deep the burn rate, the shadow debts, the bounced checks, and the corporate theft,
another thing too, if you know who Al Heyman is, Al Heyman is a famous promoter. He's a well-known promoter. He's been in the promoting game for a minute. He got his own promotion company, and he's the one that promoted. He's the one that have he promoted a lot of Floyd Mayweather fights. By what I've seen and heard is that Floyd Mayweather trusted him to take control of his money, and he sensed. And by what Floyd Mayweather is saying, by what Floyd is saying is that allegedly Al Heyman have stole money from him while he was trusting Al Heyman to have his back. Al Heyman was robbing him by what Floyd Mayweather is saying.
Chaotic events of 2026 suddenly start to make perfect, terrifying sense. The house of cards is collapsing. Floyd has to use his only remaining asset, his physical body, to generate cash immediately. And that's why he booked an exhibition in the Democratic Republic of Congo against Mike Tyson. Tyson will be 60 years old and naturally weighs over 220 pounds. To make this happen safely, they are using 16-ounce gloves and fighting 2-minute rounds. It is an athletic circus, but it carries a reported $20 million purse.
These guys have an opportunity to be on Netflix and be seen by 40, 50 million people in the fight. Over 100 million people watched Mike Tyson fight Jake Paul. You can get Mike Tyson, and Floyd Mayweather can do those type of numbers as well.
Floyd is willing to fly to Central Africa to fight a heavyweight simply because the check is too big to ignore. Weeks later, he is scheduled to fight a retired 45-year-old kickboxer named Mike Zambidis in Greece. This keeps him far away from the strict regulations of Las Vegas, allowing him to extract easy regional site fees without taking real damage.
Diagnosed with Crohn's disease and struggling with your symptoms? It's not too soon to talk to your doctor about
And finally, the Las Vegas climax. A fully sanctioned professional rematch against Manny Pacquiao at the Sphere in September. 11 years after they broke the world record, two aging legends are stepping back into the ring for a massive Netflix broadcast. This grueling, geographically chaotic schedule is not the behavior of a secure billionaire. It looks like a rapid, wholesale liquidation of his remaining athletic equity to stave off bankruptcy. If a normal person runs out of money, the solution is painful but simple. You downsize. You sell the 60.
Thank you. You downsize. And I think he did try to downsize. I think he tried to sell a couple of his houses, and I think he got to do a lot more. I think he got to sell a lot more of a couple of his houses. You got to sell a lot more other things, do a lot of more other things to. You're gonna have to downsize. You're gonna have to. That goes for anybody. Example for me, I'm a normal person, bro. So if I feel like before I make any order of any subscription of anything, I gotta make sure that I have enough money to pay for this. If not, then I'm probably gonna have to cancel a couple things. Maybe cancel my Xbox premium games that I be playing on or whatever it is. I have to do what I have to do. You know what I'm saying? You can't, if you don't have the money for it, don't buy it.
$1 million jet, you auction the car fleet, you sell the mansions, move into a quiet house, live off index funds, and disappear. But Floyd Mayweather cannot downsize. He is a prisoner of his own creation. For 25 years, he built his entire existence around being Money Mayweather. To downsize would mean that.
That's what I mean. That's what I said. He created this image where it's about, like, I'm rich as hell. So for him to downsize, it's not, he's going to have to, like, he going to have to change them from, he can't be no more Floyd Money Mayweather, now can he? If he downsize, you understand what I'm saying? So he have to keep this image up. And it's like, eventually you're not going to be able to keep it up. You're not going to be able to keep it up, bro. You're not going to be able to keep it up. Like, I don't even think Michael Jordan Michael Jordan or Johnson are spending crazy like that. And these are billionaires. At some point in time, we're millionaires. Phil Mayweather's, people call him a billionaire, but he's not moving like a billionaire. He's still moving like a nigga. He's still moving like a nigga trying to steal. He's still moving like a nigga's trying to steal. Like a dude that's still trying to own still trying to own million. He's fighting for $20 million, bro. This man's fighting Mike Tyson for $20 million when he fought Conor McGregor for a lot more. He probably fought Paul for a lot more money than Mike Tyson. $20 million for him, probably not even that much money.
Admitting to the public that he failed. For an ego built entirely on being undefeated and unfathomably rich, that admission is psychological suicide. So he has to keep up the facade, even as it destroys him. He is literally faking his wealth to project perfection. When Business Insider published an article exposing that his claim of buying a $402 million New York real estate portfolio was completely fake, Floyd sued them for $100 million in defamation. He claimed the article humiliated him. He doesn't care about the real estate, he cares about his perception. The perception of his wealth is his last remaining asset. Because he cannot tolerate the optics of going broke, he makes self-destructive choices. Instead of selling the jet, he bounces checks to jewelers. Instead of selling the cars, he stops paying rent. The financial facade has to get louder because his foundation has completely crumbled behind the scenes. Floyd Mayweather is no longer the quote-unquote money Mayweather we once knew. He is a prisoner to his own brand. When he steps into that ring in 2026, he is not protecting his perfect legacy. He is doing it because the Jets need fuel, the entourage needs payroll, and the creditors are circling behind closed doors. He is fighting to fund his own illusion. This is Redline Theory.
Like I said, man, this is sad, and I hope that he definitely goes somewhere and think about his planning for his money. But yeah, I'm finna go ahead. I'm finna get out of here. I might do another reaction video. I haven't done a lot of reaction videos like this, so I might do a couple more. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. Subscribe to my channel. God love, God bless, and I'm gonna keep dropping a lot more video. Again, thank y'all for the subscription. I got 2,000 subscribers. Thank you. God love y'all. Y'all be blessed. And yeah, man, enjoy, man. Bless. And also put down in comments of what you guys think about this type of stuff.